Guys, I'm back, and I know it's like 5 in the morning where I am right now, but guess what I got? If you saw the title of the video and the video that I'm watching, I got this R.E.M Beauty lip gloss. It's beautiful, and it actually kind of made my lips hurt first time I put it on, but that doesn't mean it doesn't look good. Okay, I mean, look at it. It's awesome. It's an awesome color, and I'm going to put some on right now. It smells so minty. Okay, on with the video.
I have a very fun video ahead for you guys, but super quickly before we get started, I have a special announcement. As you guys can see, I'm currently wearing our Sisters apparel.
I'm sorry, my voice is a little congested because I have kind of a cold. So if you hear me, like, sniffling, you know why. Okay. I'm sorry. On with the video.
Cafe collection, which I am very, very excited to tell you guys is going to be restocked for this year's Black Friday sale on sisters-apparel.com. They launched about a month ago now, and I could not thank you guys enough for the amount of love and support we received on the collection. They sold out in just over a day, and the reviews are in, and they were officially a massive, massive hit. They come in 5 different colors that are all inspired by our favorite cups of coffee. We have vanilla latte, caramel frappe, pumpkin spice,
I don't even
cold brew,
drink
and I am
coffee,
wearing black coffee
so I
today.
don't
They
care.
were originally $69, but we really wanted to do something special for you guys for the holiday season, so on this launch they'll be only $49. Our sale is going to start on Thursday night, so November 25th at 5 p.m. PST. So make sure you guys set your alarms, mark your calendars, because the sale will only be going on until they're gone. Hi sisters, James Charles here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you guys did not know, Ariana Grande just released her first ever makeup line called R.E.M Beauty, and literally everybody is talking about it. It's quite a historical moment in the beauty community. Her fans seem to be super, super excited, but at the same time, pretty much every celebrity ever has launched a makeup line at this point, so there's a little bit of skepticism in the beauty community as well, and I've been getting a ton of requests to try out the products for you guys and let you know.
I was a very skeptic. Besides, I'm a huge Arianator. I basically forgive almost anything that Ariana does.
And that is exactly what we're going to be doing in today's video. I have everything here in front of me, and I'm very much looking forward to trying out a full face of R.E.M Beauty. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
But I will be buying some more from R.E.M Beauty, and it will be probably a long time before I get them all. Probably, why do I say probably? But it's definitely going to be a long time before I get them all. So enjoy having this thing. Well, I'll enjoy having this thing while I'm at it, and you guys can enjoy it too.
Alright, you guys, I'm so excited.
I can't really sing very well. I'm so congested.
These products today. I'm basically just going to go through them one by one and try them out. If you are a fan and you want to support her and you want to try out these products, I encourage you to spend your hard-earned money however you please. However, as a beauty guru and makeup artist, it is part of my job to stay on top of trends and try out new things when they launch in my community, and I've gotten a ton of requests to try out R.E.M, so you guys know whether or not you should spend your hard-earned money on the brand. As you can see, my base is already on because its first launch, which I think was called Chapter 1, is very much like eye and lip focus with some highlighters too. So let's go ahead and unbox the eyeshadow palettes right here. This is what the packaging.
I don't really like the nudie colors in eyeshadow palettes. I mean, they're okay, but I don't really use them that often, like highlights and blush. Excuse me.
Maybe can you lower the brightness a little bit? Hopefully you guys can kind of see. Sorry, these studio lights kind of blow everything out. But
first it's the cold, then it's the yawning, then it's the congested voice. Man, I think I might have the flu. I don't even care because you're watching this and you don't care either.
The packaging is very light gray. It gives very like space kind of aesthetic. It says R.E.M Beauty on here. If I open it up, this is the baby doll palette. I believe she launched with 3 that are all $24 each, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so the packaging of this brand has definitely been a little bit controversial. I wanted to ask you guys and actually get your thoughts and feedback so I could share it in the video. And the opinions are very, very mixed. Some people seem to really, really like it, and others are kind of a little bit unimpressed. And I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle.
I honestly don't care about the packaging personally.
I don't think it's bad by any means, and I will say that it actually looks and feels a lot nicer in person than I was expecting, so that's definitely a pleasant surprise. R.E.M. basically means like a really deep sleep, so automatically my brain goes to like stars or clouds or moons, like that whole vibe.
Yeah,
so I do understand
like
the whole like space aesthetic, but I do feel like.
Oh, by the way, serious question for James. If you ever watch this video, do you even know the song? Well, I know that REM is like a term in like sleeping, dreaming, and stuff like that, but I already wrote a song called REM, and I'm not sure if you actually remember that song. I mean, I do, but I don't know if you do.
Like the packaging could have been
Let me
taken
know.
one step further, whether it was moon craters or like, you know when astronauts go to space, they're known for like zero gravity, or like they have those like freeze-dried food packets that everything comes in. It would have been so cool if all the components came in that sort of packaging and stuff. It's just like little details like that that I really feel like would have tied the brand together a little bit more, made all the packaging feel really cohesive, and taken the overall like brand identity above and beyond. Or should I say out of this world.
So inventive. Creative. Push the boat out.
Stop.
So this is eyeshadow palette number 1. It's called Baby Doll. This is palette number 2 called Midnight Snack. Very pretty. There is a third palette called Principessa. It's also $24 with 6 shades, but I'm going to be using the Baby Doll palette today for a super cute, just simple glam look. So the palette does have shade names, but they're on the box instead of the actual like component, which I really don't care about.
If you want to know what's up with the heavy makeup today, I really don't know either. I was just trying to recreate that cut crease look that James always does with the brown colors and the black colors, and I kind of messed it up. So I decided to do this, and it's really heavy, so I apologize.
My palette didn't have shade names either, so it's not that deep. But if you want to follow along, the first shade that I'm going to dip into is called Croissant. It is the third one in right here, just long. The first shade that I'm going to dip into is called Croissant. It is the third one in right here, just like the lighter transition color. So dipping my brush in, I'm definitely not noticing anything crazy.
Oh, that lightning bolt. It kind of reminds me of a necklace that I have with the same like lightning bolt charm on it. I got it for like the Flash cosplay because I'm a big fan of DC's Flash. Okay, anyway.
Exactly like an eyeshadow should. There's no crazy amount of fallout, no excess powder. It's just going right on, and I'm just going to put this right into my lid, and it's going on very, very nicely as well. I'm actually very into this color. It's kind of looking light in the pan, but I feel like it's going on like as the perfect skin transition tone for me. Okay, love that. And the next thing we're going to dip into is called Boca Mocha, which is the kind of like burnt brownie red over here. Okay. This one does have a little bit more powder kick up when I dip my brush into it.
Is Boca Mocha like an Italian thing that Ariana knows? I mean, Ariana's Italian, so and it sounds pretty like Mediterranean-y style, you know what I mean. Is that a thing? Is Boca Mocha an Italian thing? Arianators, let me know. And don't call me a fake fan, okay? Do not call me a fake fan if I don't know.
It's kind of like a personal opinion.
If I find any comments saying fake fan,
is what I was looking for.
If I find any comments below saying fake fan, I will swiftly delete them.
First color, it's going on very, very
because I don't care about any single new comment. It's not
skipping at all. I'm gonna grab just a little bit more of that just to deepen up this kind of like outer little curve. I don't know what this is called. Just this underneath my brow bone. And I'm just swinging this back up.
Would you say you're swinging it side to side?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh my god.
That crease literally went on so nicely. My next step is like to cut it, but I honestly like barely even need to.
Yeah.
That's called professional makeup artistry right there.
Or should I say yeah?
Oh my god, Lewis, you're killing these. Imagine a world like that. I'm just gonna grab a little bit of my concealer to just...
I hate to beat a dead horse here, but your singing is still pretty appalling. I mean, I loved your driver's license cover, but I don't know, something about your voice is just more suited for speaking.
Just cut my crease. So the crease is looking nice and sharp, so now we're just going to go in and add some fun metallic shades to the lid. Okay, you guys, I have to be honest, I am really not impressed with the metallic shades in the palette. They look really nice in the pan, but honestly on the eyelids, they're just a lot more satin than they are glittery and metallic. So if that's something that you look for in a shadow, just definitely be aware of that ahead of time. So I want to try to amp them up a little bit if I can, and I'm going to use the R.E.M. Lustrous Liquid Eyeshadow. There are a bunch of different shades of these that I picked up too for my little collection here. I have Comet and Nerd. I'm going to use the shade Comet because I feel like this will match really well with my look that we have going on. I'm just going to go in and layer this right on top.
That looks awesome.
created. Alright, you guys, so layering this onto my eyes, it's definitely helping to amp up the eyeshadow quite a lot. I will say though, looking up close, it is not layering on the eyeshadow as nicely as I want it to. I'm going to film a little clip on my iPhone because I just know that it's not going to show up on the actual camera here, but it's separating pretty badly
on my computer. I had to close it for a sec. Okay, on back to the video.
My lid, which is definitely a little bit of a concern. You really want them to be able to layer on and kind of dry down pretty quickly so you get that seamless look. Okay, you guys, so finishing up the eyeshadow, there is a black liquid liner in this collection, which we're going to get to in a second and do a cute little wing, but I kind of want this to be like a smokier wing, so before we dip into that, I'm just going to go back into the eyeshadow palette one last time and grab this dark brown shade called Espresso right here, and I'm basically just going to smoke out my little outer corner and get ready for a wing in a second. So this is what the eyeliner looks like on the inside. It retails for $19, which I feel like
I am so sorry. I am so flu right now. I have such a flu right now.
is very like average for a eyeliner marker. It is a felt tip marker, which is definitely not my favorite when it comes to eyeliner. Personally, I prefer blush tip eyeliners over felt tip just because I feel like felt tips are a little bit harder to work with. They tend to skip a little bit, so sometimes you have to go over the same areas a few times to really make sure it's like black and opaque and kind of even with no like bumpiness in the lines. In terms of the actual like ink of the eyeliner though, it went on very, very black, very dark. It's very opaque, which is nice. It's kind of like a satiny finish. I definitely wouldn't call it full matte, which I wish it was, but once again, it looks okay. So if you're somebody that has a lot of practice with eyeliner and you feel confident in your skills, this might be really great for you, but if you're somebody who's more of a beginner and needs kind of just a really basic, easy application, I don't know if I would recommend this because it was a little bit harder for me. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera now just to save some time, and then I'll be right back to try out the mascara and lashes and the rest of the products. Alright, you guys, I am back with both eyes done, and I am really, really liking how this is turning out so far, but we're not done.
You look freaking spectacular. I shouldn't have freeze framed on that. But you look amazing, James. You look amazing in that makeup, and you shouldn't have just called it okay. You look freaking awesome. I think maybe I should try it out myself before I can say that. Before I can properly review it, I gotta. Sorry, forgive me. I think I should properly get the products before I can make a review of them. But they look good on him, okay? They look good.
Still have lashes and mascara, both of which R.E.M Beauty launched. So let's go ahead and grab our lengthening.
Hygienic.
Our Florisant oops, that's
Florisant.
You stupid. Our flourishing lengthening mascara. This retails online for $15, which I feel like is
I thought he said fluorescent, not fluorescent or whatever I just said. I'm pretty stupid, just like James. Well, not really, but you know, it said right there. It said.
So let's go ahead and grab our lengthening. Our Florisant oops, that's in French. You stupid. Our flourishing
Flourishing. I thought it said fluorescent for some reason.
Mascara. This retails online for $15, which I feel like is a very like average price for mascara. So I feel like
I may be stupid.
Ooh,
but
I actually really like this packaging. I feel like this is really cool. Definitely different than a lot of the mascaras that I have in my collection. I feel like this is actually pretty chic. I like this a lot. So initial reactions is that this formula is a little bit on the drier side for mascara, which is once again kind of like a personal preference thing. I do prefer a drier formula because I feel like you can work it on a little bit easier and it kind of sticks to the false lashes better. Whereas sometimes when it's like a wet formula, some people like it because it coats the lashes better, but then it's kind of like sticky and clumpy and gets everywhere. So kind of just up to you about what you like. Overall, I feel like this mascara is very average. It's not clumping together. It's not a gross formula, which is really nice, and it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, sure is.
Make the lashes black and coated and lifted and everything. But in terms of lengthening, I'm really not seeing anything different at all. It kind of looks like my normal lashes, and I definitely have some mascaras from the drugstore that are a lower price point that do perform better. But honestly, for me, mascaras don't really matter because I always put on false lashes anyway, which we're about to do right now. All right, you guys. So for my lashes today, we're going to be trying out the R.E.M Beauty lashes in the style Dream, and for
those kind of look like wispies. But anyway, I'm kind of not a big fan of mascara because I use lashes too. Yeah, James. Relatable.
For me, I'm very sad to say that this is immediately a no.
Yeah, immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately no.
And I'm going to, this is immediately a no.
Yeah, immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately no.
And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people have been reacting to these lashes saying that they look really, really cheap, like drugstore type lashes, and I definitely do agree. But for me, that isn't a bad thing. I actually really, really like the cheap drugstore lashes. In fact, I have been wearing like Ardell Demi Wispies religiously recently. I'm just obsessed with them. I feel like the days of like crazy drag lashes are over with, at least for me personally. And I love a more natural lash, which this is very much giving me. So it's not the style, it's the price. These retail for $16, which I think for a cheap drugstore lash is absolutely ridiculous. CVS. You can get a pack of like 5 different pairs of our Del Demi whiskeys, which as you guys can see look very, very, very similar and are actually longer for like I think like $6 at CVS. So I definitely think that you guys can find a similar looking lash that is like the same.
Yeah, they're
quality
overpriced,
for
but
they're
fine.
But that being said, we are finally done with the eyes. It was quite a roller coaster to get to this final look. I still think that it looks really, really good. So let's go ahead and move on to the next step, which is going to be highlighters. Now these have been very, very talked about in the beauty community. I have, spoiler alert, watched a few different reviews so far, and a lot of people are really liking these. So I'm very excited to try them out for myself today. We have like a bright pink. That one's really, really pretty. This is what all the packaging looks like, by the way, as well, you guys. It's kind of that same silver metallic vibe. We also have Miss Saturn, which is a more like rosy gold shade. That one's really pretty
Miss
as well.
Saturn, is that like Miss Saigon? I've never seen that musical. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding.
This one is called Miss Mercury. And then last but not least, we have Miss Neptune, which I think is the purple one. Yes. It's like a lavender highlighter with a blue reflect.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is stunning. That is really, really, really pretty. Let's do Miss Mercury first, and then I can kind of blend it into the blush with some Miss Uranus. Just gonna grab my little highlighting brush, as always. Just dipping a little bit in. Let's go ahead and apply it to the cheekbone. Wow.
It does
wow. Oh my god. Okay, whoa. I was not expecting that much like payoff, but oh my god. That looks really, really pretty. Oh my god. Okay, let's do a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the brow bone. Okay, I am very, very impressed with that. I'm gonna go in a little bit on my nose. All right, you guys, the highlighters are definitely a favorite. Oh my gosh. For $22, I feel like they are very fairly priced, and the formula is out of this world.
So I really gotta get some. Maybe one day I'll get all the R.E.M beauty products, and maybe one day I'll show them all on camera. Maybe just one day. We'll see.
Pun intended. I feel like you guys will really, really love these. They're very fairly priced, and the formula is out of this world. Pun intended. I feel like you guys will really, really love these if you add these to your collection, and they're definitely the favorite so far. All right, you guys, so our face is almost complete, but we do have one step remaining, which is going to be the lips. And thankfully, R.E.M Beauty came through with quite a lot of lip products. I actually think there are 3 different like versions. We have their practically permanent lip stain markers, which I'm very, very excited to try out. So these are a lip marker, which I've literally never seen or heard of before in the beauty community, so that's kind of cool that it's like a new product. And these retail for $16 each. Let's see what it actually looks like on my hand. This one's in the shade Popular. This one's called Miss Berry, which is a bit more of like a darker berry color as expected. The final shade is called Booked and Busy. So it's a little bit more of like a mauve-y, pinky type color. If I was gonna use any of these 3, it would definitely be this one. If you do look though, if you want to zoom in on the camera, they are kind of bleeding into, see how it's kind of like bleeding into the little cracks and crevices in my hand? So I don't know if I would use this as a lip liner, but I don't think that that's what it's intended for, because it's like a lip stain, which is not something that I've ever really used before on my channel. So let's go ahead and just try it out.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I'll just cover it up with something else, because we do have 2 other lip products, but let's just see. I definitely can see this working really, really well for younger kids that are just kind of getting into makeup but don't want like a crazy full matte liquid lipstick. And I can also see this pairing really well with like a gloss on top, like a girl on the go. However, if you are used to kind of like that full glam, more complex beauty routine, and you're used to the like lip liner matte liquid lipstick, then a gloss over top, this might not be for you because it's very, very different. So Ariana also did launch some matte lipsticks, and these are called On Your Color matte lipsticks, and this is in the shade Wine and Dine. Let's go ahead and open it up, and I can already tell you guys, I am obsessed with this packaging. I think by far out of every single thing in this collection, the lipsticks have the coolest packaging. I think it is so cute. There are these like cute silver gray little metallic tubes, just like everything else, but it has the little like circular window at the top of the lipstick, just like a little astronaut helmet. I think that these are so cute. I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm not exactly loving this color, but that is not Ariana's fault. That is my own fault for not getting the right ones. However, I will say the formula feels amazing. Oh my god, this went on so smooth. It is so creamy. Oh, you know what though? I have the mind of a mastermind.
I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know, but
Ariana also launched matte liquid shadows, and I do have this color right here, which is called BRB. I did not use that on my eyes, but I wonder if I could actually use this on my lips to get a better color that I'm looking for.
I really don't know.
Why does that look so good?
The other one.
Really? I think this color looks so.
I think that looks really
It looks so good.
I like the other one too.
Alright, you guys,
Come on,
last
you
but
look
finally not least,
awesome.
we have one more
In
product
any
also
color.
for the lips. I know it's quite a lot. There's gonna be like 80 layers on here, but it's looking really good. We have the utmost importance plumping lip gloss. People have definitely been talking about this. It is obviously a clear formula and comes in a tiny little tube like this, and this retails for $17, which for me personally, I think is way too much money. I could definitely justify $17 if it was like a bigger component with like cuter packaging, but this is just very like Claire's looking makeup
It's
to me, and
basic.
for $17, absolutely not. But that being said, I remember looking at the website on the launch day, and this is one of the first things that sold out, so clearly a lot of people are very interested in this. So let's go ahead and try it out for ourselves and see what all the hype is about. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh.
Yep. They're, wow. They're, wow. They are definitely, oh my god, my lips feel hot. Hot. You know how when you're having like a hot flash and your whole body just like gets like temperature?
Oh my god, the same thing happened to me with this. Oh my goodness. This is, yeah, it felt so minty and all that. I thought you meant like hot as in sexy, but you know, I felt the same way with my lips. It was like, oh my god, it won't go down.
A hot flash? Yes! My lips literally feel like that right now. Like they feel hot. If you tried like plumping glosses before and you really like the sensation, you guys will definitely like this one because it's pretty intense. However, when a product says plumping, obviously no lipstick can ever actually make your lips bigger aside from filler, which I personally have quite a lot of, but I know a lot of you guys don't out there. So I personally would recommend spending your money on a lip liner and a lipstick and learning how to overline nicely. And then you can find a similar clear gloss at the drugstore for a much more affordable price. All right, you guys, and last but finally not least, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of setting spray to lock this makeup look in place because we are finally done with trying out every single product from R.E.M Beauty by Ariana Grande. Looking in the mirror, I really like how my makeup turned out today. I think these products look really pretty together, and overall, I think the brand is pretty good. My favorite products by far were the highlighters and the lipsticks. I think these are both absolutely phenomenal, and you guys should definitely check them out. And I would have to say my least favorite product would definitely have to be the lashes, which I have on. They were just not giving what they're supposed to be giving. I really think this line will be perfect for a lot of beginner makeup artists, and I also think that the fans of Ariana Grande who bought this line.
Excuse me, that was just gross. Yeah, I hate this cold.
And to support her are going to really like the products that come in because obviously they're pretty great and you're able to create a really beautiful look with them. For me personally though, I do feel like I already have some similar products in my makeup collection, so I'm not exactly sure how many of these items will make it into my daily makeup routine. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what other chapters they come out with in the future. Alright you guys, so I know that this has been literally the longest video ever, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish it up here, but thank you so
It hasn't been as long as some other videos you made, like the one I reviewed with the alphabetical order thing. It's only been like 16 and a half minutes.
so much for watching. If you made it all the way through, you are definitely a real one. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up down below to show your love and support. And also leave me a comment down below letting me know what were your initial thoughts on R.E.M Beauty. Do you have any products that you want to try? Have you tried anything? And also, what do you think of the finished makeup look?
It looks
Let me know
awesome.
down below and I'll be responding to you guys as well. If you have not already, come on and join the family. Make sure you hit that big red subscribe button down below and also click that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. If you want to follow me on my other social media accounts, they're all just James Charles and they're going to be linked right here around the screen. Don't forget, as both of the Sisters Apparel Black Friday sale and restock is coming this Thursday at 5 p.m. PST on sistersapparel.com. And without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching. It's time for me to say goodnight and go. Bye!
Alright, so that was the R.E.M Beauty thing. I will be featuring some R.E.M Beauty products in some later videos once I get them. Like, I literally just got this one a couple of days ago, and I'm not even joking. They took a long time to ship. Because it's in high demand. Ariana's stuff is in high demand. So I gotta go and upload this. So yes, I will be working on a new episode of the Nitrospective, and it will all be okay once I get it all scripted, edited, rendered, recorded, all that stuff. So like and subscribe, hit the bell to stay updated, check out R.E.M, and take care.